I hate to admit it, we bought the wrong RV. How could this happen? Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So as I said, we bought the wrong RV and we kept it for a couple years. Now, it's not this one. This is the right RV. But what we ended up with before was a travel trailer that really didn't fit our needs. See, the problem is we like to take our toys with us, and we have a variety of toys. And when you're hauling a travel trailer, only one thing goes in the trailer hitch, and that's the travel trailer. Well, that means we leave behind the sailboat, means we leave behind the Land Rover. I can throw some kayaks on the roof, but other than that, my favorite toys get left behind. And what are we stuck with? A campground. Let's face it, a full-size travel trailer will not go to the places I like to camp. I get it. It is completely out of the question to take that thing down some of those roads. But here's the reason we bought it. Now, I am a primitive camper. You give me a hammock or just a sleeping bag by a fire, I am set. But my wife, who has finally come around to camping, wants a bathroom. Tammy, what did you like about this camper?
The bathroom. It's the best.
And she likes the finer amenities. She wants a bed to sleep in. She wants glamping.
I don't have to sleep on the ground anymore, and I can use the bathroom.
I'm cool with that, sometimes. There's still a lot of times I want to get out there and do the primitive camping that I love to do. So what we did was I listed it up on Marketplace and I sold the travel trailer.
What do you mean you sold it?
Maybe I should have told her I was selling it, but that takes the fun out of it. I've always lived by the mantra of it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. But that doesn't always work when you're married. What did she say she wanted?
I don't have to sleep on the ground anymore, and I can use the bathroom.
Hey guys, it's 4 a.m. I just made a coffee, waiting on my turn to get in the bathroom. Literally just rolled out of bed. We are at a hotel right outside the airport, getting ready to head to Florida to potentially buy a motorhome. So this motorhome is sight unseen, well, except for pictures, and might be too good of a deal to be true, but we're cautiously optimistic. I also have a plan B, which is a second motorhome at the same dealership, and plan C, which is just to fly back home. Watching them de-ice the plane was a little unnerving, but it wasn't a big deal. Had I known what we're into with the weather though, we may have delayed this trip. Let's just say that on the drive home, things got just a little bit hairy. This is actually a little bit scary. So, holy shit. Alright guys, so we are down here in sunny Daytona Beach and the weather's around 60 degrees, which for them is cold, but considering when we left this morning it was 2, this is a pretty nice break. So we just checked out the RV and it's exactly how I pictured it. It is in great shape. So getting ready to sign the paperwork. My wife's actually on the phone right now taking care of the insurance information, and we're gonna be on a 13-hour road trip home here pretty soon. Wow, so conditions have changed. We've just crossed, well, actually, we're midway into North Carolina. We're above Statesville. We're about dead smack dab in the middle of the state on 77. The wind is whipping. There is leftover snow piles from last weekend's storm. And I think the wind we're getting is off the end of a nor'easter that's actually blanketing our area in snow right now. So we're kind of playing the weather. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way home today, but this has been a pretty big challenge because first time I've ever really driven an RV of this size. And the last time I drove an RV was about 25 years ago. So a little bit different. So we're dealing with the wind, which is pushing us all over the road. And then when we get back home, we've got, I think we had 4 inches of powder last night, and we're under a severe weather advisory until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I think we're going to hit every condition known to man between here and there. I think we're probably going to pull off at some point and just find a campground or something to camp at tonight, just because I don't know what the road conditions are going to be like when we get back home. But overall, it's been a really good trip. I'm impressed with the vehicle. I really don't have any complaints.
The wind, we have what, 42 mile per hour winds or 32 mile per hour winds here today.
What? Starting to see the hills. It's starting to feel like home. That last gust of wind put me clear in the other lane, and it looks like all the trucks are slowing down too. That wind's getting just a little bit crazy. Starting to question whether this is a good move or not, or whether it's time to find a place and just tuck in for the rest of the day. On top of which, I'm starting to see more and more snow on the ground. So we're going to get into some ugly weather to begin with. It's a headwind right now. It's pushing us all over the place. What was that? All right, so we lost the topper off of our slide out. Looks like it came clear off the top. Wow, it broke completely from this wind. You can see the damage. I think right now my only option is to cut it. And what a horrible place to be. We have to figure this one out. I'm gonna have to climb up there and cut the rest of it off with a butter knife. It destroyed all the teeth on the butter knife, so now the butter knife doesn't work. All right, that sucked. So this butter knife, which now has no teeth on it, saved us from that thing just beating the crap out of the side of the RV. We were going down the road and there was this loud bang, and we're looking inside like our suitcases had fallen over or something, and the bang hit like 3 or 4 more times. And it sounded like it was inside the coach, and it wasn't. It was the topper cover that goes on over the slide out, and the aluminum had broken loose and just destroyed the whole mechanism. Yeah, that's one of the problems with trying to get from Florida back to home. There's nothing in the camper for camping. And since we flew down, the knife that I normally have with me isn't here. So a butter knife. Butter knife saved the day. We're seeing a lot of the tractor trailers pulling off at some of the truck stops and rest areas. And I think that's going to be our best bet too. They're now calling this a blowover advisory, so I'm not going to risk it. We did lose that topper for the slide out, which isn't a big deal, but the last thing I want to do is blow this thing over. I don't even know how likely that is, but holy cow. Yeah, we're going to get off the road. There's just no doubt about it. This is actually a little bit scary. So, holy shit. All right, so we're done for the day, and we just got to find a place to stop. All right, so we just got off the highway. We tried to check into one of the campgrounds, and they said they're under 6 inches of ice and snow, so we couldn't get into that, obviously. And then I think we're just going to check into a hotel tonight. There's really no sense. I mean, it's only 11 o'clock in the morning. By the time I burn the generator all day and waste all that fuel, I might as well just get a hotel room. High wind advisory is till 7 o'clock tonight. I guess we could wait it out, but we're driving into a major snowstorm back home, so kind of makes more sense. About 4 hours left on the drive. We'll wait till tomorrow morning and just go ahead and finish the trip off. So I think that's the game plan. One of those unexpected things that pop up, but we're going to make the best of it. Okay, so it looks like we lost the cover on the heat pump when our awning let loose. So now we got to protect it. This, I guess, is the RV owner's life. Once you pass the second toll booth northbound on the West Virginia Turnpike, you enter the worst part. This is the West Virginia roller coaster, and it's bad enough in a car. I can't imagine doing it in a semi, and this is my first time in an RV. We spent 4 days and more than 1,000 miles driving back home, but I'm not complaining. We got to spend a full day in Savannah, Georgia, riding out some of the winter storms that were back home. Then we encountered the winds in North Carolina, and just across the border into Galax, Virginia, we decided to spend the night there. And again, we found some really cool stuff to do. Our 73 trips around the sun are about checking out new things, never getting discouraged, and keep on plugging along. All right, we are back in Marietta, Ohio. And you're looking right now at the Muskingum River, which is completely frozen. You can see one small channel up the center where the barges are going through. And if you look down this way, you can see the barges. Now, it seems funny because we just left the Carolinas and we came back to a place called the Boathouse. Now, the Boathouse is a smokehouse, so they feature, of all things, Carolina barbecue. Now, all you folks down there in the South who think you've got the barbecue figured out, need to come up here and try this place. I would hold it against any of your smokehouses down there. Prove me wrong. In fact, leave me a note in the comments and let me know where I can find the best barbecue in the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, I don't care, anywhere in the South, and let me try it next time, and we will compare it to this place. Here's a sneak peek of our next video where we show you beautiful downtown Savannah, Georgia. Hit that subscribe button and don't miss a single episode of our 73 trips around the sun.
You can't have this one. I'm eating it.